regardless of where you are in your career, I just wanted to encourage someone out there, because as I look at this situation where I've been working from home for the last 3 years. I mean, glory be to God, because the last job that I had as a technical editor, my commute was almost 2 hours once the school session went back in my area. So it was horrible. Like, I had to drive to the bus stop, ride the bus to the metro station, take the metro into, a city, and then walk a few blocks before I was actually in my office. Horrible. Hated it, but it was something I needed to do. And so when I look back at that particular position, as well as a couple of others in my career, I think about from the fact that you could go from zero to hero really quick. So if you're not happy where you are right now, things could change on a dime, or it could take a few months or maybe even a couple of years. But in one of Drake's songs that I used to listen to with my sons, I'm an empty nester now, but back in the day there was a song by Drake talking about we started from the bottom, now we're here. And I used to love that song because the neighborhood I grew up in, Augusta, Georgia, the area of town was called The Bottom. And so it's so funny, I did start from the bottom, and now I'm here working from home, doing something that I actually enjoy for the first time in my career, which is surprising given the fact that I'm 57. So things really can turn around. So I want you to be positive and look at all of your, gifts, talents, assets. If you're not already on LinkedIn, you need to be. And you need to look at some examples of people in a profession that you want to be in. If you want to be a developer, if you want to be a tester, if you want to be a technical writer, if you want to be a product owner, a data owner, some of these things, I don't even know what they are, or data scientists. Who knew there was such a thing? But I work with data scientists. They're really smart people. I'm just happy to be in the number. But regardless of what profession you want to be in, get on LinkedIn, have a wonderful picture, do a wonderful resume, maybe look at some jobs that you'd like to fit with, grab some of the buzzwords where you actually have experience, and then add those to your resume. Write a wonderful summary paragraph that you can show on LinkedIn as well as on your resume, so they don't have to read your whole resume to sum you up. Do you have a public a public trust? Do you have something like that? Do you have clearance? Put those things in that summary paragraph. So they might say, oh, hey, she has top secret clearance, which she doesn't. Corporate Carolyn doesn't have that, but she has had a public trust. So I definitely mentioned that. And the fact that I'm clearable, those are things that you want people to know. So definitely get on LinkedIn. Do some research, enhance your resume, your profile. If you don't have one, get one out there. Put a picture. It looks weird when no one sees your picture. And then it helps people who you want to connect with to connect with you, because they say, oh, hey, I know that person. And then also, you notice that my laptop is here. I have the extra monitor. If you're going to be a technical writer, you really need a second. Some people might even need a third, but I only need a second one to go along with my laptop. And you notice they're both turned away, because you don't need to know who I work for or the work that I do for them, and you'll never hear me mention anybody's name that I work for currently, because I believe discretion is a good thing. And also, for those of you who are pressured to give samples, my steadfast answer as Corporate Carolyn, the senior technical writer, I don't give samples, because the companies that I've worked for in the past and even now, their work is either proprietary or it's secret or confidential rather. And so I can't share my work with anyone. So if that's a deal breaker, then it's over. I can find some other things that I've written. I think I have one document from 2010 from the Department of Labor where they didn't deem the matter or the content as being confidential. So I do share that. And one article, because the last company that I was an FTE for, they were in healthcare. So I shared an article that I wrote on how to prevent childhood obesity. I shared that with them. But giving you work from, like, say, companies like Sprint, Nextel, I'm not doing it. Because one, I didn't take any of it because it didn't belong to me, and they didn't want you knowing their secrets. So that's another thing. Once you get in the door, protect and preserve, the privacy that you've been entrusted with. But what I was saying about the phone is once you get hooked up on LinkedIn, I had at least 2 notifications just within the last couple of hours from people saying, hey, I saw, your background on LinkedIn, and, we're impressed. So imagine that, like 3 years ago, I was struggling to even find a job as a technical editor, and wound up getting something by the grace of God that normally I wouldn't qualify for. And then now all of a sudden, a little bit of experience, a little bit of looking at examples on LinkedIn, using a particular person that I worked with who gave me advice, who's like 20 plus years younger than I am. Surround yourself with younger people, learn new things, pull those new things, make sure you share them on LinkedIn, and then make sure you're out there looking to see where you want to go if you're not happy where you are. But right now, that's all that I have, because I got to eat my lunch really quickly before this meeting starts. Hopefully that helps someone out there, and I'll be back very soon with another corporate Carolyn, maybe brown bag lunch topic that hopefully helps you. Feel free to comment and let me know if you'd like other areas or topics for me to cover. But until then, have a great day. Talk to you soon. Bye.